What you talking about now, Scene? I don't know, but you're gonna get some nuggets out of it though. But first, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn that bell on. There's a new video series dropping every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with the random jam session whenever I'm in my bag. You do not want to miss out. Also, be sure to check out my books, man. The link's in the description below, right along with my vegan class if you're trying to go plant-based and stay plant-based. I'm telling you, it works. Oh, and lastly, be sure to follow me on Instagram at _just_scene_. The nuggets I don't put over here, I put over there, so you can always get me when you need me. But you ain't really coming for all of that. Peace, love, knowledge, and freedom. I'm out. So it's been a really good life. Had a nice little break. Had time to come back and, recalibrate. From a lot of shit, things are different, man. Things are better. Just in a different space, better space, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes that's all it takes to come back to be fresh and renewed. But like, I think like this has pretty much been on my head for a minute, like emotions and shit. Like, not like being emotional, no shit like that, but like we look at emotions from the perspective of, we look at them from what we're supposed to look at them at, but I think like there comes a point where you gotta master your emotions. You know what I mean? Everybody, like men and women alike, you know what I mean? There's no difference. Like, we let our emotions consume us, we let our emotions take control of us, but it's deeper than that shit. Because like, when we understand an emotion, we gotta see it as it's, me, I try to look at shit from a higher perspective, or, a finite perspective of, singularity. At some point, everything has to come back to a unique point. You know what I'm saying? That unique point is always going to be a singularity of somehow, and then it's divided into a duality. But when I look at emotions and shit, when I consider how emotions work out, it's like I've learned over time that there's only two. You feel me? There's really only two emotions, and that's pain and joy. Everything else is a feeling. Like, so, that's one of the tricky things about, this language that we speak, because we're allowed to use synonyms in place of a word. Like, but synonym does not mean the same and does not mean the exact thing. So when we use things interchangeably for so long that it loses its value and it loses its actual point of definition. You feel what I'm saying? So like when we try to say feelings and emotions are the same thing, that kind of, over time it dilutes the point of what feelings really are. So I see emotions as there's only being two. There's joy and then there's pain. You feel what I'm saying? I know people talking about, well, you have happiness, you got contentment, you got anger, you got rage. Those are all feelings. And those are feelings that can trigger one of those two emotions, either joy or pain. You have the negative feelings and you have the positive feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like, this conceptualization really just came to me like when I understood happiness. Because to be happy, you have to have something happening. You know what I mean? As simple as it is. Like, the things that you do that bring you happiness in your life, you know what I'm saying? They make you happy. So, on a grander scale, it's like every feeling that we have about a thing, about somebody, it can lead back to one of these two dynamics, either pain or joy. You know what I'm saying? Most of our happy feelings lead to joy. Most of our, sad feelings, our down feelings lead to pain. That's it's crazy, but that's kind of how it plays itself out. It's beautiful though, because like when you learn it and you really start to understand your emotions and shit, you can control them. I think that's the quintessential piece to understanding your emotions and controlling your emotions, knowing, what emotions really are, and then knowing what feelings are, and then knowing how to trigger them. But it's like we live our lives according to what a certain structure is for what our emotions are. You feel what I'm saying? We don't control our emotions. Our emotions are controlled by things. You feel what I'm saying? And most of the emotions that are triggered are designed to keep us in pain. Painful moments which trigger us into fear. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I talk about chakras and shit a lot. It's my shit. Like, I fucks with chakras, bro, but I really fucks with chakras to where, I study them to know the depths of what they really represent and what they really mean. It's deeper than just, the shit's in your solar plexus and your sacral shit's running down your spine, kundalini and shit. All that is well and good, but when you start to understand the blockages and you start to understand the just what they represent, then you start to see, oh shit, I gotta peel back some layers on this shit. So like, You know, since we're talking about emotions, let's consider the sacral chakra, because this is a very, very pivotal point, because this helps with this can help with our relationships. This can help with, you know, our goals, our dreams, our aspirations, our lives and shit, everything. Like, it's just a matter of looking at the perspective of what's going on. You feel what I'm saying? So like I said, so if we look at the sacral chakra, right? The sacral chakra, they say, governs emotions. They say governs emotions and feelings, right? And it's blocked by guilt, right? That's like if you just understand that full perspective right there, just that representation, you can see why emotions can be fucked up and keep you in that sacral space. Like, you feel what I'm saying?